Hello, hello. How are you doing, sir?
I mistimed that. What's going on?
You're good. You're good, dude. First of all, happy Valentine's Day, or
Oh,
if you're in the Hispanic world, happy Day of Friends and Lovers.
you mean it's not Dia de Muerta?
No, it's definitely not. That's October, but right now it is Day of Friends and Lovers, and then so I've been messing with my wife and been telling her Happy Friends Day. I got one or two good right hooks out of her today. It was, Happy Valentine's.
Yeah.
And
So,
yeah, I don't know. Market's been a little bit, boring. What is up, Jay Coco? Happy Valentine's Day, the
what's
Queen,
up, Jay
Jay
Coco?
Coco. And shout out to the Boss Cats. We love them.
We're getting the market is bad. We're getting a little movement out of Cardano right now. We're back to 81.
I got an article about Trump being up like 40% over amid the market downturn.
Oh, I'm sure he is.
Yeah, well, I was gonna say,
Sure he is.
the whole thing is that now the Trump coin is a utility coin because you can now use it to purchase merchandise.
Yeah, I thought I seen something like that about being able to purchase merchandise or something, but
Yeah,
I have
didn't
not.
want
I
a
have
dead in the
not.
water meme coin.
Yeah, I've not been in the market for the past 2 days, so I don't know.
Let me see. Me and Aaron had a good time yesterday. There's a lot of good stuff coming out, dude. I want to play one of those Sui Play things. I just think that it's kind of like we're in a weird place between like in the gaming world because
Right.
it's kind of like where are the new games gonna go to, right? Why wouldn't they just go to Xbox or PlayStation as they have forever, right? But now we have like the Sui Play. We have I can't remember what they're called now that I'm trying to think of it, but Sonium and a couple of other different kinds of platforms that provide gaming and different things. What's
So
up,
is
Loki?
what's up, Loki Evil?
Mm-hmm.
Is is the uh is the Sui Play now, is that platform going to be compatible with any games, or are they just going to be blockchain?
They're gonna have like games that they promote, and those will be the only ones that you'll be able to use through Sui Play. So it won't be every game yet, to my
So
knowledge.
that's going to be a hard, unless they have a catalog of games already.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be a hard hill to climb right there. You
See,
know what I mean?
that's my opinion, but where Sui has a lot of the like really fast transaction processing times, um, I could see a few good games coming out on it, and then from there expanding pretty aggressively, right? Because like if they can show a little bit of success, then they'll probably just pay a lot of these other games to come to them, right? Like Solana has done with a lot of different projects.
I still think it's going to be a hard row. So I'm old enough to remember pre Game Boy, pre
Dude, and Game Boy
PSP.
was a freaking killer. If
Yeah,
Sui Play could be the next Game Boy, you know what I mean? Then
but
that's like massive.
my point is that so there was two different ones. So you had something, I believe it was called Game Gear, right? I used to have it. It kind of looked like a PSP before PSP and switches and all that. I'm talking this is in the 90s, like early 90s, as a matter of fact. Um, you had the Game Boy came out, and you had like the ecosystem, and it was like black and white, and then it became color. But then you had this, it was called like a Game Gear, and it was like 16-bit graphics, and it was had all this cool stuff. But then it failed because there was like no ecosystem, not ecosystem, but there wasn't like a whole bunch of games, and it was like ahead of its time.
Yeah.
And I guess my concern is the Sui Play ahead of its time?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. That's fair. That's fair. I think that what it's really going to take, it's going to take a handful of Web3 games, which Aaron said that he feels like they're taking off, like that Web3 games are about to take off because like Off the Grid was really popular.
Right.
Like a handful of other ones are really popular. And I was saying, dude, let me tell you, I really like Sunflower Land. I've been trying to like get the team on our show in like roundabout ways, but they're apparently very hard to get a hold of, and I have been trying. But so there, Sunflower Land I think is one of the games that has done it very, very well, where people outside of crypto can play it, and then it kind of like pushes you to make a wallet, and then you get benefits. Whereas like some of these other games, it doesn't do that way. Like some of them are too Web3, I think, for the average person to get into. This one is like not Web3 at all, but you get bonuses if you make a Web3 wallet and connect it.
Right. I heard you guys. I didn't catch the whole stream last night, but I caught that part. And Aaron said something about coming out with a token or something.
Yeah, they have a new token. It's going to be Flower. They used to have Sunflower Land token, but now it's going to be Flower. So Flower token is going to be given out.
Okay.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens. You know, maybe I'll have some, right? Maybe I'll have some.
Right. All right. Well, it is Friday night. I don't know. We only got 12 viewers right now. That's kind of crazy.
See, I didn't retweet it. That was what was going on. So now I
I haven't retweeted it either.
Yeah, I was
the thumbnail too. The thumbnail probably isn't the best. And that is because I just did not have time. Let me repost that. Get some more people in here. There we go. We jumped up a little bit. There's about 3 more viewers. So we get some more people in here. Any house cleaning or anything like that?
I do want to say shout out to Bitcoin and that community. The community is very strong. I believe that we are going to be having a massive tournament with Bitcoin, Womp Crew, JPEG Empire, a handful of awesome projects, Aping Riot. So if anybody likes playing poker, there will be a massive opportunity to win Bitcoin. They'll be giving away some white lists as well, which, you know, whether you're into it or not, I think that it's always great to get exposure to ecosystems you don't have exposure into, especially if you can do something you like in order to get into those ecosystems. So keep a lookout for this tournament. It's going to be massive. I'm hoping that we have at least 100 people. I think it'll be pretty big. So it'll be some big booth.
For sure.
And beyond that, we now have an affiliate link for Rare Evo. I added it to the descriptions now. I think that I might need to go in there and make sure that it's on all of them forever. On that. But our promo code for Rare Evo gets you a discount on Rare Evo tickets, and it is Crypto Nightly. So if everybody that goes to Rare Evo gets a ticket using promo code Crypto Nightly, then this will be massive because you will save money and you'll be supporting the channel. And so that's what we got going on there. I'm excited about that. I was supposed to have a interview with Devin today, but we kind of like didn't connect, so I'm going to just do it next week. So next week we'll have an interview with Devin. I'll also be talking to Sabina about Web3. Yes, there we go. Crypto Nightly for 10% off at the Rare Evo tickets. And that's any tickets, especially if you buy earlier tickets, which is right now is the early tickets. So
if you get you a whale pass for 10 grand, you can save $1,000.
Yep, that's true. That's true.
There you go.
And if you do get the whale pass for 10 grand, let us know so that way we can see what that penthouse feels like. Because we won't find out. We won't find out.
We'll get some graphics. We'll get some graphics drawn up, and we'll get it posted. We need to circulate it on JPEG Empire. We'll get a graphic brought up for the screen for the stream, so we can shill it every night. Give you guys a nice 10% discount.
Absolutely. And it doesn't make sense. If you're going to buy a ticket, why wouldn't you get a discount?
Right. Exactly.
So thank you all for supporting us. We appreciate you. This is something that we can do for you guys, save you a little bit of money, and we can't wait to see you guys when we get there. It'll be a blast.
And if you guys want, Desert Crypto did bow down to the China overlords and signed up for TikTok.
Oh, TikTok. I thought you were going to say you downloaded DeepSeek, but yeah.
No.
When I got on here a little bit later, Desert was just like, I was listening to a whole bunch of construction stuff going on, but no, he was TikTok doom scrolling.
Yep.
But shout out to TikTok.
That's kind of funny that I was watching a guy. I like the STEM videos and stuff like that, or like construction videos and dogs.
No, there's literally everything. My wife, when we were in Colombia, she was using TikTok to find all the places we went to. And it was actually amazing. We went to some really awesome places as a result of, TikTok, right? Yeah. She'd be like, we'd be thinking about going somewhere. She'd type it into TikTok, and then all of the, you could shortcut everything. It would be like, when you go here, just go to this, that, because it's better than all of the rest. And then we just do that. It was great.
And I believe I followed you, Third Patriot. I believe you popped up in my thing. So Third Patriot, Fozzie.
Yep, I followed back Fozzie. I saw his account.
Yeah. I think they both popped up as following Crypto Nightly. And then if I recognize the name, I followed them. So
100%.
So if you get a follow from Desert Crypto, it is I. It is not Aaron pretending to be Desert Crypto.
Yeah, absolutely. So without further ado, let's go into Market Watch. And then I don't know if you want to cut this episode a little bit shorter, but I do have a handful of articles. But we'll just see what's going on with the market, and we'll take a little Friday.
I don't have a bunch on the market. Like I said, I've been out of circulation the past 36, 48 hours. Got some personal stuff going on. I mean, you guys will find out eventually, but right now I got some personal stuff going on. So that's why I haven't been in Discord. That's why I haven't been posting stuff. So it's nothing bad or anything like that. It's just manipulating my time or consuming my time right now, trying to deal with this. So
100%.
But other than that, hit that like button, subscribe, share this with a friend, turn on that notification bell. If you're on X, do us a favor, tag some DGens, give us a repost. We go live Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. PST, bringing you the daily news nightly. All you guys got them IRL jobs. I mean, I do, John does. We all got IRL stuff we got going on during the day. We can't look at the market all day. This is a great time for you to pick up a nice recap on what happened during the day.
100%. Let's get into it. Thank you, guys.
All right. I don't know why, and I can't delete. So, this is how it should pop up. This is the setting that I have. The one where it's just the two of us. It's the big ones. Those are the settings that I have. But yeah, it reverts to some default setting where it's the old setting or us on the side. And I can't delete them because they're not in the choices to delete. So weird. Get your ish together, StreamYard. We really like you, but you're testing my patience. All right, let's get the freshest data. And we're up a whopping 0.4%, coming in at $3.383 trillion. Low volume Friday coming in at 122 billion. Bitcoin dominance at 57.3. It doesn't even look like Ethereum ever changes. Under 10 at 9.73, and less than 1 GUI to send to ETH transaction. We do have Bitcoin trying to make a little move tonight. So we got it coming in at 97,847, up 1.1%. Ethereum at 27.28, up 1.1%. XRP with a beautiful move today. It broke out of that Adam and Eve and started to the upside. Coming in at 281, up 10%. Wow, it must have pumped in the past couple hours too, because it was in the 70s when I first came on stream. Solana still under 200. Nice psychological number. When we break it, we might start following the market back up, but up 1.7 on the day. BNB at 661, down 2.6%. We got Doge coming in at 27.72, up 5.2. Cardano at 80.82, up 0.7. And it looks like SWI has creeped into 14, coming in at 358, up 3.1%. Looking at the biggest gainers today, Trump, the official Trump coin, up 36.2%. Mantra, damn, $7 now, bro. Mantra's at $7 now.
That's crazy. Absolutely
that is crazy. That may or may not have been a bad decision.
Okay, we will find out. We'll find out. I think at the end of it, we'll be doing good.
I still believe, and I did it because of market caps and because Ondo, like nobody ever talks about Mantra, but you hear Ondo everywhere, and it's like sitting stagnant. I mean, maybe that's what's going against it too, though, because it's the institutions keeping the price down. I don't know. But Mantra out of the UAE with that 500 billion in real estate tokenized and stuff like that. Good buy. I mean, I wouldn't buy it right now. It's up 24% today. Holy crap. Then XRP up 10. Jupe up 9.6. Radium up 8.9. Makes sense. If you got a little movement in Solana, you're going to have movement right here, especially with Trump being on Solana. The DEXs are going to move. Lido Dow up 8.2, movement up 7, Athena up 6. So we got a lot of gainers, a lot of good gainers. This is the first time I looked at CoinGecko in a while. Didn't even put out the market update this morning.
It was not coming up or whatever.
Huh?
It was not coming up or whatever for a little while.
Oh, yeah. Then I figured out it's some stupid settings on my VPN that is like protecting you. Must be anti-crypto settings on my VPN. I don't know. So biggest losers, BNB down 2.6, BitGet down 2.4, Tron down 1.6, Aptos down 0.9. Then we get into stable coins. So not really. Dang, tired. Not really any big losers today. Before I look at the charts real quick, let's check this out. Let's make sure we're synced. Let's get a nice sync going on. All right. So for you guys that don't know, we've been doing a DCA portfolio, $100 a week. And I believe we started on September 13th. So however many weeks that is, I think we're on week 24, maybe 25. We are down a little bit. It was just barely this last dump a couple of weeks ago that turned the portfolio negative. So today, the 100, when I threw it in today, did 25 in Ondo, 25 in FET, 25 in SWI, and 25 in Aerodrome. Let me see here. More assets. Boom. So normally I would only be DCAing into stuff that's red because, buy the red, sell the green, right? Well, Ondo, actually, when I DCA'd, we were down a little. So we are still down about 3.9%. FET, we're really down 32%. Jupe, I didn't do. SWI, we were up. But man, SWI under $4 at this point. I remember months ago, John was like, I'm never going to get SWI under $2 when it was like 77 cents. And now we're talking about SWI under $4. So we really believe in SWI. So we picked up some more SWI. And then Aerodrome down 32%. Had to pick up some Aerodrome, biggest DEX on base. Try to spread it out. And as you can see, so we got a Solana DEX right here. We got a base DEX right here. We got a Solana Oracle. We got a Swedex. We got a gaming coin, Superverse, which is down a lot. It was up a good bit. And then we got a couple of meme coins in here. You got to have a couple of meme coins. Probably should have DCA'd into those, but I wanted to pick up some more utility based. I almost put some into Cardano because we were under 80 cents, but you know.
And I mean, look at it. We're so high up on Cardano in reality.
Yeah, 129% on Cardano, 96% on SWE. And they're really, those two coins are really kind of carrying the portfolio right now. Except for, I mean, like Ondo, we're only down 4%. Jupe, we're only down 7%, but 32, 32, 38. Cetus is down 57%. Sheesh. 48, 68, 49. But the point is to show the power of DCA. You don't lose unless you sell. And we don't plan on selling until September. You know, we're doing a 1-year DCA portfolio. So, and by September, we should be pumping. You know, and we might take some profits and move some coins around along the way, like we were talking about earlier with Mantra. So we sold all our Ondo when it was at like $1.80, and then it started to tick down before the unlock. Well, after the unlock, we were kind of like in that bottom area, and the Mantra was up like 200 and some odd %. So sold the Mantra, put it into Ondo. Well, Ondo hasn't picked up the slack yet, so
yeah.
but it 100%. Will. But it will. All right, let's look at the chart. The only trades I'm in right now, I'm still in that Bitcoin trade that I told you guys about a while back. And I did open a Cardano trade. I'm kind of looking at this flag right here. And I am expecting a move up to about 96 cents. Now, this could definitely falter because we do have the momentum turned down. The Stokes are turned down. But it's kind of a low leverage trade that I'm just kind of holding. And if it breaks, if we break down here to like the 78 or the 70, like right here, 78 or down here, 77, I'll probably get out of the trade. But I'm just kind of anticipating the market shift. You can see we were in this Adam and Eve. So this is on the 4-hour right here. You can see we're in this Adam and Eve, right? It's like a double rounded bottom. And then we come up and now we're flagging out of it. So that's kind of what I'm going on right there. That is my my reasoning behind that. The chart was, or the chart was actually drawn off of the 1-hour though. So when I drew out the pattern is on the 1-hour on the smaller time frame, and you can see the Stokes are reset. RSI is back to the upside, trying to get above that median line. And then we got a nice little trigger wave right here on the momentum with the double or with the green dot and everything moving back up. This is what got me into the trade, these lower time frames. And these higher time frames can turn and stay up here real easy. They're going to be dictated by the lower time frame. So that's what got me into that. But let's look at Bitcoin real quick. Coming in at 97,642, and we still can't get above this 98.5. This has been a very heavy resistance for us. It was a strong support at one time. So you look at all this action right here. You know, all this volume and all this transactions right here. Boom, we got bouncing our head on it a grip of times right here, finally breaking, then falling back through. You know, retest right there. Same here, action before we broke through, action. So this 98.5 is like, I don't know if it's a psychological number because we're not showing any like high volume nodes. It's actually at the valley in between this volume node and the point of control right here. But it's offering us a lot of resistance. But I think once we get above that, like I said, set a couple candles above that, then it's gonna take us back up to 101. We're gonna get above this 4-hour, and the 4-hour is always my go-to for like bullish, bearish trends. So until we get above the 4 hour on the 200 right here, we're still in a bearish trend, in my opinion. But as you can see, we are forming a nice Adam and Eve double bottom. Boom, boom, boom. And there is a lot of coins that are forming this. When we go down to Solana, no, XRP, where is it? We come down here to XRP. See that? Adam, Eve, boom, and it broke to the upside. And right now on freaking XRP, we've made it. We talked about this the other day. I think it was Wednesday, maybe the day before. We got to get above this 271, this SR level. Well, boom, we've gotten above it. We've gotten above it on the 4 hour. We've printed some candles. We went up, retest, print, retest, print, and we keep hitting our head on this 4 hour 200 MA. That's a very strong moving average, the 200. So once we get above that, just like with Bitcoin, we're going to be back in a bull trend for XRP. It does look like the momentum. Looks like we got the red dot on the momentum. But look at that sharp money flow to the upside, VWAP turning. We could just see the momentum. You know, we got the red dot, so we could come down, start to come down like this. Boom, green dot, back to the upside. And it can stay oversold for quite a lot. It's not even in the oversold territory. I mean overbought. It kind of is because it's above the 60, but really once it gets way up here, you know, when we start getting and touching this 99, this 100 line, that's when you're going to be real oversold. But as you can see, even when we scroll back, it can boom, boom. It can stay up here for a little while. Boom, double peak. So bullish on XRP. You know, shout out to anybody that caught that long today. Whoever caught this candle right here, boom, from 257. Nice little 5.5% candle. You know, a little 10x. That's a 50% move right there. So shout out to everybody who caught that. SWE's just kind of been ranging. I am waiting and watching this this trend line right here. So if we bring that in, I actually drew it on the 1 hour. So that's why these wicks are going through it. That's why it wasn't touching the candle bodies. But unless we lose this trend line, we're just going to kind of stair step our way up. You know, we got above the 318. We came down, we bounced, got above the 318, come down, 347. This is your point of control right here. This red line, well, it was the point of control on this amount of data. But next stop is 378. And we got to break that. We got to flip that. As you can see, we got all this action back here. We got to flip 378, then 417. 4 hour Stokes are pointed down. RSI, looks like RSI flattened. It came down flattened, but your momentum is coming down a little bit. Don't see any, there is a little bit of a bearish div right here. Look at the tiniest bearish div on the 4 hour with the higher price action and the lower RSI. So that's going to give you a bearish div. We're going to come down, but we probably just come down, retest this trend line, and start to move back up. But if we lose this trend line, I see 318 is a sign of support. If not, we're going to go further. But we got to stay in this uptrend to stay bullish on SWE. So I believe that is all I have for the market update. And yeah.
Well, I've got a handful of things. Let's see what we get here. So Michael Saylor, an El Salvador president, talk global Bitcoin adoption. In what was a meeting of two of the most ardent defenders of the leading cryptocurrency, both Michael Saylor and El Salvador president Nayib Bukele met to discuss global Bitcoin adoption, specifically The two sides discussed opportunities for the nation to benefit from accelerating its Bitcoin integrations. The country has been among the most forward-thinking in the world regarding cryptocurrencies. In 2021, Bukele led the nation to be the first to adopt Bitcoin as legal tender. Alternatively, Michael Saylor is the founder of Strategy, formerly MicroStrategy, one of the foremost Bitcoin purchasers of the planet. So here is the picture here. Michael Saylor met with El Salvador Nayib Bukele to discuss accelerating global Bitcoin adoption. I think this is big, and both of these underdogs were so successful in their Bitcoin strategy. And my ankle biters are making a bunch of noise right now. This is
So
because
we got one head of state
yes,
setting the trend back in September of 2021, buying Bitcoin and changing the entire direction of their country. And then we have other heads of state just launching meme coins. Now
yes,
they're
that was what we were talking about yesterday. But I think that
yeah.
this is iconic image because we have Nayib Bukele, one of the first national adopters of a nation state, and then we have Michael Saylor MicroStrategy, which was one of the
Right.
first adopters from the business standpoint of buying Bitcoin for their strategic reserves. And that I think that last time that we looked at it, MicroStrategy was up like 600, almost 800% now at this point with
Oh
the
yeah.
growth of Bitcoin. So, I mean, think about it. If you had hundreds of millions of dollars you bought in Bitcoin at the bottom, you got quite a bit of money in Bitcoin right now at the top. And we're not even at the top yet, you know?
So
Crazy.
I did when I got home from work, I was on Twitter scrolling a little bit. So did Javier Milei, did he really launch the meme coin Libra?
If he did, I'm not surprised, but I knew about the African coin. I didn't actually hear about Javier Milei. Let's see.
It's been all over Twitter today, and then I got a notification from MEXC before we went live that it's already trading on MEXC. But then I've seen people saying that now it's a rug and it's the
The
Libra
president of
coin.
Argentina launched a meme coin 4 hours ago. This came out. I missed
Yeah.
this. President unveiled token with 82% of the supply. He owns 82% of the supply.
Well, that makes sense, right?
I mean, taking Trump's strategy, I mean, they owned 80% or 85%.
Right.
So maybe 82% is a little progressive. To bolster small business and economy amid questions of legitimacy and rapid market surge.
holding 82%, that's damn near socialist. What's he talking about?
Yeah, so it says Argentina president unveils Libra token with 82% supply unlocked across connected wallets. Questions linger over Libra's authenticity as the value skyrocketed despite claims of enhancing Argentina's economy. Key takeaways: Argentine President Javier Milei announced Libra as a digital token to support small businesses and stimulate the economy. The Libra token is linked to KIP protocol, a Web3 framework for AI with partnerships involving national governance. Argentina President Javier Milei has introduced a token named Libra designed to stimulate the economy. And here is a...
Isn't the Libra their currency?
However, the launch has raised concerns as 82% of the token supply is already unlocked across multiple connected addresses, a factor that may indicate centralized control or potential manipulation. Libra has reached a fully diluted valuation of $4.5 billion within hours of its launch. At the bottom, the project's website is a note reading Private Initiative Project developed by Kit Network Inc. 2025. This ties Libra to KIP Network and its associated KIP protocol, a Web3 framework for AI applications. KIP protocol, backed by Animoca Brands or Animoca Ventures, has recently been active in Argentina, joining the blockchain committee of Buenos Aires city government meeting with President Milei last October. Pretty wild. Pretty wild.
So apparently I was completely wrong. It's the Argentinian peso, and Libra is an old Facebook currency. I remember. Oh, is that what it was? So they got the Diem. Which one was it? The Libra or the Diem that they started to spin up, and the U.S. government was like, "No, you can't have your own currency." And then those guys are now the founders of SWI.
Yep, it was Diem.
It was Diem. Okay.
Yep. And SEC Crypto Task Force met with firms to discuss staking litigation review. Remember, there was a lot of legal turmoil about staking and whether staking was a investment contract, rather how staking actually worked into the legal, the legal framework. This was a big thing because staking is offered by all these exchanges, so they were trying to say that they're offering a return, so this is wrong, but staking is a part of like being a part of those ecosystems, so you're giving a reward.
It's usually the basic part of securing the network, you know, proof of stake.
So the SEC met with representatives from the Blockchain Association, Jito Labs, Multicoin Capital, NASDAQ, Andreessen Horowitz, and Sullivan and Cromwell. The U.S. Securities Exchange Commission Crypto Task Force met with several representatives from the cryptocurrency and traditional financial sector to discuss regulatory issues impacting digital assets in early February. Key themes included staking, clear guidance for exchange-traded products, and a new framework for policing the emerging asset class. According to the memorandum available on the SEC's website, the Crypto Task Force met with Blockchain Association and Industry Lobby Group on February 4th. The lobby group suggested 6 priority areas the task force should focus on to tackle issues that impact the digital currency asset industry. In addition to establishing regulatory principles and clear guidelines, the SEC was requested to adopt pro-innovation approach to broker-dealers, custodians, and exchanges, establish uniform ETP standards, and ensure protocol staking is not classified as a security. The Blockchain Association called on the SEC to review and correct erroneous interpretations of the law made by the previous administration, and this retroactive review process was outlined by the SEC Commissioner Hester Pierce earlier this month. And then so they have all this stuff. I'm not going to read all of it, but you all can read all of it. Basically, this is what they've went over during this meeting. And on February 5th, representatives from Jito Labs, Multicoin Capital, and the Crypto Task Force discussed the possibility of adding staking ETPs, which we've been talking about a little bit. People have talked about a staking ETF so that you can actually hold an ETF and then earn staking rewards for it.
Well, there was some things about the Ethereum ETF. Yep. Like they wanted to be able to stake the Ethereum, and I don't know the legal mumbo jumbo, but essentially they got shut down. The SEC was like, no, you can't stake the Ethereum because then, and this is probably what they're trying to use to address that also, I'm sure.
Yes, 100%. They want to be able to offer a yield on your ETF, right? Because, I mean, obviously it's the same as Coinbase. When you're on Coinbase, you get so much percent for staking Cardano. Well, let's make the example Cosmos. If you stake Cosmos on Coinbase, you get like 15%. If you actually stake Cosmos on Cosmos, you get like 20%. So that's basically what they're trying to do with the ETF, where they would offer you like 5% while they get like 8%.
I mean, that would be a new concept, right? Because it would kind of be like getting a dividend on an ETF.
Yeah. Absolutely.
You know?
And I think that that's pretty exciting. I think it's inevitable. So these guys just have to put their heads together and figure it out. And they say it is appropriate to allow non-securities digital assets to be traded alongside securities in the same venues to allow for consistent rule set, the NASDAQ representative said. So they're trying to say that you can trade crypto on the NASDAQ, and you should be able to do that, right? Alongside of stocks without there being any differentiation. And and then this says, finally, bankruptcy law firm and former FTX counsel, son of Sullivan and Cromwell, sent Colin D. Lloyd to meet with the task force on February 7th to discuss blockchain technology and topics related to the securities laws. And then here it's saying a new dawn for crypto regulation. And really, we have a crypto positive administration. So all of these people are putting their heads together and actually learning and moving the thing forward. And I'm excited about this. I love this. I'm excited that this is happening.
So
overdue.
I got a question.
Mm-hmm.
What is this FBI level up in our headline?
So this is, let me see if I can find this this specific article, but basically the FBI has been learning blockchain, right? They've been learning blockchain, and the article that I had, which it's kind of difficult for me to find it, so I'll look for it here in a second. But they were able to save over $280 million in fraud. Because they're able to find it on the blockchain, right?
Right.
So basically, the FBI has been learning how to use blockchain to protect consumers. So this is excellent.
Okay.
Yes. Let me see if I can find that article.
While he's doing that, everybody, do us a favor, hit that like button, subscribe, and share this with a friend. Helps bring in more viewers. I understand it's Friday, but we got to get these numbers up, man. These numbers are low. You know, all y'all act like you got girlfriends and wives and stuff you should be doing on Valentine's Day. No, embrace your inner degen, be the crypto nerd that you are, and watch the show.
Absolutely. So here it is. So the FBI says Operation Level Up stopped crypto fraud victims from losing $285 million. Dude, isn't that crazy? I knew that was the number, $285 million. The government is attempting to lessen the estimated $3.9 billion in losses from crypto fraud seen in 2023 alone. The FBI has taken the fight against crypto fraud to its attackers and says it has already saved more than 4,300 victims, over $285 million. The government initiative, dubbed Operation Level Up, is attempting to lessen the estimated $3.9 billion in losses from investment fraud related cryptocurrency in 2023 alone. The FBI Internet Crimes Complaint Center, known as IC3, has reported around 32,000 cryptocurrency investment fraud complaints every month. These are known by the agency by the derogatory term pig butchering. I mean, I know that it's called pig butchering, but I don't see that as being like derogatory. I don't think anybody should be offended. Although the FBI labels them confidence-enabled cryptocurrency investment fraud. James Barnacle, Deputy Assistant Director of the FBI Criminal Investigation Division, said it is a growing problem and it's a big problem affecting many Americans. These scammers are typically professionals that know how to gain trust, often offering great returns on investment before making their moves. Victims have told investors they lost entire savings, retirement accounts, and even homes. Many of the victims are between the age of 30 and 60, are tech savvy and actively seeking financial investment opportunities. As such, the attackers use social media, professional network websites, investment groups, dating websites, and more to target victims. One victim that contacted the FBI was about to invest a further $1 million in a scheme Another was going to sell their home to invest 500,000, and another withdrew $500,000 from his retirement account. They were all saved by the FBI intervention. So this is just to give everybody a clue. We really know that blockchain, although there's a lot of fraud and a lot of criminal activity that happens here, you can find it. So this is basically an article about the FBI learning to use blockchain analysis in order to stop, prevent crimes, and then find also the perpetrators, which I think is one of the beautiful aspects of blockchain. And I think that yes,
yeah, I was gonna
yes.
say something about. So I didn't see him freak out on X today. I did scan through because it's like a 4-hour freaking stream that he did.
3 hours and 50 minutes.
Yeah, it was crazy. So I just I watched like the very beginning where he was like, "Are you paying attention now? Are you," like freaking out, and then talking about how he went for a drive to kill himself and find a bridge and
in Richmond, Kentucky, and he went to Buc-ee's, which is so funny to me because I literally was talking about Buc-ee's in Richmond, Kentucky the other day because some lady here in Honduras had a Buc-ee's cup.
Oh, yeah, I remember you talking about that.
And Buc-ee's was the biggest thing that happened to Richmond, Kentucky ever. So the fact that he was in Buc-ee's in Richmond, Kentucky, yeah, he probably got some smoked jerky.
And then towards the end of the thing, I just scanned through the rest of it because I did not want to hear him read, 200 and some odd pages of AI generated data. And then at the end, he just like kept talking and this and that. And then he was like, "Oh, it's still recording." And then he hit the end button. So, bro, I hope he gets help. You know what I mean? He brought a lot of us into this space, but the dude,
I saw the same 17
right now.
I saw the same 17 seconds of his whole rant all across everywhere in Twitter, where it was just like, "Are you not entertained?"
Right.
Literally just literally every single
I seen a tweet from L, not defending BitBoy, but like saying, "Hey, lay off. The dude is obviously crashing out right now. So lay off, mental health is a thing," which I thought was cool,
Yep.
I want to show this real quick just to put this estimated 3.9 billion in losses from crypto fraud into perspective. So in case there's somebody that watches this and be like, "See, I told you, look at all that fraud in crypto." Here you go. Banking fraud losses in 2023. Worldwide losses from scams and bank fraud schemes totaled $485.6 billion. Specifically in the Americas, consumers and businesses lost $151.1 billion to scams, including $102 billion in payment frauds. Additionally, check fraud, who uses a freaking check, resulted in $21 billion in losses in the Americas, representing 80% of check fraud losses worldwide. Yeah, because the rest of the world don't use freaking checks.
Dang, we're in the wrong business. We need to get into that market. Way bigger pie there, dude. Way bigger
pie. I may or may not have been in that market at one point in time.
100%. So here is the Trump Solana meme coin spikes 40% as XRP and Doge jump. We're not going to go into this article because we get it, right? We've been covering the numbers. We understand what's going on here. And we're pretty much at the end of it, right? We're at the end of the show pretty much already. Beyond that, I saw that 2025 XRP ETF approval odds hit 81% on Polymarket to be approved in the first quarter, which this is pretty bullish, really bullish for XRP. We love it. State Street and Citibank.
Wait a minute. Did you say the first quarter of 2025?
Yep.
Well, that ends in a month and a half.
Yep.
Imagine that.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Imagine that. Say here in the next couple of weeks, we hear or something leaks that it's getting approved. Boom.
Yeah, that's going to be
I think
one
we're
hell of a
going.
long, 100x long on XRP, dude.
Right.
Sheesh. And then we got State Street and Citibank to launch crypto custody services. We heard from Jerome Powell that he believes that banks have all of the equipment that they need in order to custody crypto. So here are some banks that are hopping on it. So State Street and Citibank are launching their crypto custody services. And then this is the about Telegram. Telegram wallet enables 0 fees. UST deposits, withdrawal fees remain the same. So all of this, there's been some massive awesome stuff with a custodial wallet application integrated with Telegram. Announced on February 14th, a move to enable 0 fee UST deposits from eligible users into more than 60 countries. However, while some users can now deposit UST with 0 fees, withdrawal transaction fees remain the same. The platform charges 3.5 UST fee to withdraw the stablecoin on the Tron network and 1 UST fee to withdraw on the open network, otherwise known as TON. The move may increase liquidity from stablecoins and wallets and potentially generate more revenue as UST transactions increase. UST, created by Tether, is the largest stablecoin by market capitalization, dominating the stablecoin market by 63.3% as of February 13th, according to DeFi Llama. However, its dominance has been slipping of late as USDC coin, the second largest stablecoin by market cap, has increased its token supply circulating in 2025. And look at this. UST is actually $1, but it's down, and USDC is less than $1.
But it's up.
But it's up. Yeah. So there we go.
Once you get past the third decimal place, it's all gravy, in my opinion.
Yeah, 100%. But that's what I got.
That'll work. I mean, it's Friday night. All you guys out there, take some profit. Show your girl something special.
Oh, I'm
John,
about to
don't get beat up tonight.
I'm not getting beat up, but I am going to show my girl something special and tell you what.
Right.
I even showered today.
You're
really doing it up.
Wow, fancy.
Actually, my kids were like, "What are you taking mom to go out and to do today?" I was like, "We don't go out anymore. We just lock the door and hope you guys don't bother us, to be honest." That's what love is. That's what love is.
There you go.
But shout out to everybody. Thank you guys for joining us. Make sure you share, like, and subscribe to the stream. If you're on Twitter, hop over to YouTube. Follow Crypto Nightly. If you're on TikTok, follow Crypto Nightly. Apparently, when the TikTok hits 100 followers, we will have more analytical insights that it will let us watch and let us see, which is fantastic. Because we're at 60 already, and it's only been like 8 days. Isn't that crazy?
Oh, God. Now BitBoy is calling for the death penalty of TJ for the crimes.
Well, that might actually be against Twitter rules.
Well, not for the death of TJ, for the death penalty. Like court, capital punishment. But I mean, I don't know if that's against Twitter rules or whatnot, but either way, it's extremely, it looks like he's ranting and raving. I just picked up my phone to turn my notifications back on, and
yeah,
it's hard. It's hard to see somebody fall like that, bro. It's hard.
I have to read this. Disclaimer, while I feel TJ Shed definitely deserves someone to unalive him for his literally laundry list of crimes, including attempted murder against me, the BitBoy, who will not be the person, I will not be harming anyone outside of an official combat sport. Which...
Oh, okay. That he was reading a tweet, everybody.
Yeah, I was reading a tweet.
YouTube overlords. He was reading a tweet.
Yeah. I was reading the tweet. But anyway,
Yeah.
so what it sounds like is karate combat is what he's hoping to do then.
No, he's going to fight Ansem again, I guess. So
Really?
I mean, maybe. Who knows? Who, you know what, with Ben, who freaking knows? And it's sad. It sucks to see him fall like that, but he might spin a lug and poof. You know, I don't know.
Yeah. 100%. But love you all for joining us. Appreciate you guys. Be safe out there. Don't fight anybody, and you know, be safe. Take care of yourself. Touch grass. Spend time with your family. It's Valentine's Day. At least call your mom. Tell her you love her. Come on.
There you go.
Don't be that awful. All right. That's what we got. We'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out. See you on Monday.